Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Game of the Week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As you'll see, the number 7 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. This one will be fair caught. Today. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a deep.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Testing the right side here. Gets some space around the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. short connection to the tight end here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. There's a wide open receiver complete. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Aggies. And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 14. Houston, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
2nd down, they're going to throw it, and he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tight end makes the grab. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield on play action.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Pena. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll run it to the left. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Yeah, I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
The end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 14, Houston 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Hit as he gets the pass away. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. No chance to catch it.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Houston 7.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They wrap them up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He's got it for a big gain. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
Extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Houston, 14.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Handoff to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up second down.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Aggies will line up here on 1st down and goal. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense is still clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. And out for the first, but still going. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll be brought down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. This passing game is still on fire. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
What defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The Aggies will line up to punt it away.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him.
Will take over. First and 10.
So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. And Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he throws his third interception of the day. Moving right through the contact. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins when the guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Launching it downfield. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. They've come all the way back to claim the lead. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
35. Texas A&M, 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. And here's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Gain of 4. 2nd down coming up.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. That puts him on top in the second half.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hands off to the left. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Houston.
The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, A&M.
Touchdown.
Say methodical marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And the extra point was up and good.
Set to kick off.
Bringing it out, it's Parker. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Running out of time in the pocket. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He's escaping the pocket now. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He'll field it close to the 50.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
Back-to-back sacks, and this home crowd is going berserk for this 3rd and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He shreds the tackle. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Good enough for a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense now operating in empty. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Got a lane, can he get in? Touchdown, Houston. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it second and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the single back takes the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Heading left after the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's got some room. Can he get there? He stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. And the Aggies will crank up the tempo. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Ball handed off. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And now the handoff. Running right through tacklers. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And the single back takes the handoff.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Touchdown, Aggies, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 56, Houston 49.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. Bringing it out, it's Parker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Houston Cougars will take over first and 10.
Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that. Right.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. And now another deep ball here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 37. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to